Ladies and gentlemen, Lamelo Ball, MB1, the one of one, and his brand Lafrance, yes, will be collaborating with Puma. We all know that Lamelo Ball is the face of Puma Hoops. Lamelo Ball has gone on world tours. Lamelo Ball has pushed the brand forward. Lamelo Ball is being used to basically put Puma Hoops on the map forever. You understand? Puma is obviously fighting from behind when you look at these other brands like the Air Jordans, when you look at Nike, when you look at this, that, and the third. You know, Puma is trying to get their foothold in the mix. And you have Lamelo Ball there. You understand his star power. You understand his reach. And they are definitely utilizing every single tool. Yes. And I believe that this is a brilliant idea that Puma and Lamelo Ball has done. You know, make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports TV for more news, updates, and more involving Lamelo Ball, Lafrance, Puma. We keep people up to date what's going on with the sneakers. There's a lot of things popping. You got the MBO3s on the way. You got to stay up to date on everything. We're going to bring all the news. Yes. Now, Lafrance, you know, if you've been living under a rock, Lafrance is Lamelo Ball's middle name. Lamelo drew many shockwaves back in 2020, you know, because this is when he launched the Lafrance clothing line. This was ahead of the 2020 NBA draft. You know, he announced it on his Instagram page with the quotes, "Excited to announce my new design brand, Lafrance. Go grab new limited edition collection while available." You know, this is what he posted on his Instagram to introduce the line. You know, like I stated before, repeating, Lafrance is his middle name. He launched it with $120 hoodies, $70 t-shirts, and $20 socks. You know, and definitely, like I said, now today you have an array of different prices for you to buy. You know, Lafrance is a brand I believe that people definitely need to get behind. We need to have the same energy, you know, when Lafrance drops, you know, when Big Baller brand drops, as we have when the Puma situations come out. You know, we gotta have that same energy. And I like how Lafrance, you know, is definitely gonna partner with Puma, because believe it or not, a lot of people are just obviously always trying to support the Pumas, but I don't know if everybody understands that Lamelo actually has his own clothing line with Lafrance. You know, I don't think everybody understands. You know, I don't know if all casuals, you know, obviously the diehard Lamelo Ball fans know, but how many casuals? So I think this kind of brings in that casual following, that casual audience, the people, oh, I didn't even know he had his own brand. I thought it was just Puma, you know, because they do have Rare, and, you know, Puma uses Rare. So it could get kind of tricky, you know, to obviously a person that's not familiar with the situation. So I like now that I think you're going to bring Lafrance to a broader audience. You know, obviously the magnifying glass will get shined even brighter. You know, Lafrance has great outfits, like I said, even for women. You know, even if you're a woman, you could definitely get you some Lafrance. You know, all sorts of brands, workout attire, obviously casual. You know, there's a lot going on with Lafrance. Obviously inspired by, you know, in my humble opinion, Big Baller brand. Right now, if you go to Lafrance, you can get 10% off. You know, all you got to do is just, you get a reveal code where you put your email address in. So all of the things that Lamelo Ball is doing, you know, to bring in and sell merch, you know, I think it's spectacular. He has also Lamelo Ball masks. You got the winter coming up. You got to definitely get that. You know, he has t-shirts, you know, for $45, $65 right now. So it's definitely an array of merchandise right now as I'm scrolling through the website. Now, we all know what Lamelo has done for Puma Hoops. So I think this is smart for them. We think, obviously, we think just what it could do for Lafrance, but what could it do for Puma Hoops? You know, that's the real deal. You know, so that's something I want to point out to the people. So definitely, I need everybody to go out there and get your Lafrance merch. What kind of things can you expect? Could we get a Lafrance sneaker situation, like he's a part of the MBO 3s or the MBO whatevers, some kind of remix of the shoe, or is it just gonna be more t-shirts, hoodies, things of that nature, which is nothing wrong with that either. But I think that would be even crazier to have a Lafrance shoe. We all know what the MBOs are doing. Imagine if you could collaborate that with Lafrance. I think that's crazy. So let me know. I don't know if there's any star doing it like Melo. Seriously. LeVar Ball has definitely instilled something bright in these young men. Obviously, LiAngelo, Lonzo, and now we're talking about Lamelo Ball. These guys got a different level of brilliance, with their mindset. And as you can see to their peers, you don't see the same level of intensity. You don't see the same level of, I gotta do this by any means necessary. I gotta leave a legacy. I gotta, be an entrepreneur. You don't see that. You see a lot of complacency with these stars. They just happy to be here. It is what it is. I'm waiting on this check. I'm just happy to be a part of this brand here, without establishing your own brand. They have enough money to create brands, create jobs, create opportunities, not only for themselves, but many others. You don't know what opportunities Lamelo Ball's business is expanding for other people who wouldn't have the opportunity if he didn't create this business. You understand? So these are the things that we have to understand, and give credit to Lamelo, a young man doing big man stuff. Clearly you see he was cut from a different kind of cloth, to have this kind of intensity of what he's doing. And this is a young man. It's not like he's on the way out. You see this is the kind of stuff going on, when they on the way out the door. Seriously. This is when they start trying to get things and start thinking about the future. But Lamelo, give credit to the stars today as well. I think that you see some of the newer generation coming in. You see them, thinking about other things. It is what it is. Like I said, the veterans. You got Paul George. He's kind of, I'm not saying he's about to retire, but he's starting to get to the point where he's on the downhill side of his career. Obviously, I think he got another season or two left in him, at a good level. But it's starting to get to that point where it's time to get into the podcasting game. It's time to start thinking about other things. But at the end of the day, I'm going to leave it at that. Lamelo Ball, MB1, coming soon. They will be partnering with Puma and Puma Hoops. This is major, because we all know the impact Lamelo has brought. Could you imagine the impact that he's going to bring now, along with his own brand? Oh man, this is crazy. This Flight Sports TV. We're gonna be here to document it all.